better have my back, my front, my side. Hello, and welcome to Survivors with a Purpose, better known as SWAT Radio. How about them Ravens? Let me start like that, okay? See, my co-host not here, one of them, and she's a Steelers fan, so I can say on today. How about them Ravens? So, I don't remember the end score. What was it? 41. What was this? Do you know? Diamond K over there. 41-7 was the score. So yeah, a marvelous day. Yeah, that's what
I like how you did that. That's pretty nice.
I didn't make that up. I saw that online. Yeah. So I won't take the credit for that, But a marvelous day it was at M&T Bank Stadium. So before I go any further, you guys know what I just have to do. Survivors with the Purpose radio show, along with the rest of our team, will use this platform to bring awareness to many different things that our community is going through. Some people say it's a struggle. Some people just, I'm not going to say. Y'all know I try to keep it, a little PG. My mother tunes in on each and every Sunday, so that helps me. Y'all know I done said it more than once. It helps me with not using profanity. As listen, I'm a work in progress. Okay, listen, I'm getting better. Depending on the topic, if I get real passionate, it may go there. But I just be like, excuse me. Okay. So when I talk about this upcoming topic of sex trafficking, y'all just listen. Mom, forewarn you. Excuse me, because I'm going to go there just a little bit. I'm praying I don't cuss. Listen, I prayed already. So anyway, follow the radio show on Instagram at The SWAT Radio Show. And we are on Facebook as The SWAT. Is it The SWAT Radio Show? No, it's SWAT Radio. All right, y'all. See, Toya not here to remind me. However, she wants to call in. I see she wants to call in. Cool, but not right now. Follow my personal Instagram at Monica WLS and number 2. For those who continuously ask, WLS is Women Love Sports and the number 2. So yes, I am a woman that loves sports, and I used to have a sports radio show. So listen. So now I done flipped the script a little bit, and this is what we're doing. We're survivors, so we want to talk about it, and I want you to come share your story that may encourage someone else that they can, get through whatever it is that they're going through. So with that being said, if you would like to be a guest, you can inbox me, DM me, send an email to theswatradioshow@gmail.com, and you can also sit here and share your story. I do have an empty seat, which means I have a guest. Okay, she's excited about coming on, and if you saw the flyer, then you know who it is. But otherwise, if you didn't see it, you're just gonna wait. Y'all know I gotta go there. So I'm at to talk to Diamond K today. I'm not gonna call him Light Bright. I'm lying. I am. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna ask him how his weekend was, because who else I can't ask my co-host? Neither one. Tony's daughter is sick. Keep her in your prayers. Yeah, that's all I have for that. I'm be good, y'all. I'm trying to be good. So, Diamond K, how was your weekend?
Good. Always good.
Is it anything exciting happened? No.
Preparing for the election. I'm going to be sitting down with some more candidates for the mayoral seat.
Jack Young?
As well as as well as candidates for Elijah Cummings' seat. So through the week we have some of those people coming through here. So TJ Smith was here last week.
I missed TJ.
Yeah, you missed TJ Smith.
That's my cousin.
I didn't know that.
Not my family. I just feel like he's my family.
Yeah. So he came through here, and he was he gave his vision for the city. We talked about the Sean Suter case. Okay. We talked about.
Put a handle on his name. His name is Detective Sean Suter. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Detective Sean Suter. Right. We talked about him, and so his family had a vigil / rally
Right.
On Friday.
Did you go?
This is the 2 year. I was there. This
Oh,
was
okay.
2 years since his murder.
That's exactly
Not
what
suicide,
it was. Exactly.
as some people try to report. But yeah, so mine was good, busy, eventful.
That's why I wanted Tony to be here, because he keeps saying it was a suicide.
Oh, I thought you.
How you know? Were you there? Help me out. So he claims that the medical examiner said it was a murder, so that
They did
the wife
not
could
say
get
that.
the money.
Say what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just.
Well, wait till
listen,
he's here to say.
I don't believe I can listen. Tony can call in just like the other co-host wants to call in.
Okay.
All I'm saying is he claims that the medical examiner somehow just wants to do this for the wife.
Well, tell that
she
to
can get the money.
tell that to the wife, because they did a press conference, and she's spoken many times. She's not happy with
No,
that.
the medical examiner did say it was a murder. It's every other.
No, I'm saying it is a murder. I'm saying she's
Right.
not happy with that suicide thing that they trying to push.
Yeah. I don't think I would be.
And it don't have
She
nothing
know
to do
her-
with no
she knows
pension.
her
It don't have nothing to
husband.
do with no pension or no whatever stuff he talking about.
Listen, you know how Tony is.
Yes.
If y'all been watching, okay,
Yeah.
y'all know how Tony is. He not like T.I. Somebody said that though. He makes up his words in real life. He makes those up. T.I. use real words. So see y'all, man. You gonna find out. Tony makes up words, and I think he making up this whole situation too. It don't make sense to me. Okay, but it is what it is. However, I'm mad that I missed TJ. So I'm gonna go back and watch the show.
Yeah. So he gave a good interview, and this is not the last time. He's gonna be here again.
Like I feel like Elijah Cummings is my uncle, you know.
Was, yeah.
So it's like, wait a minute, he been around. I didn't grew up
Right.
watching, So
Well, his seat is vacated.
You
so
want it?
So no, I do not. But there are 12 Democrats and 4 Republicans who do want it, and one of them is his widow.
Now, see, I don't want. Listen, ma'am. Listen, ma'am.
You can't talk negative about no widow.
Listen, ma'am. Stay in your lane.
That is her lane. She's a politician.
Yeah, I don't think this is your lane, ma'am.
And she just had a double mastectomy on Friday.
Yeah,
So
but
cut
you
her
know
some
what?
slack, Jack.
You know what? Slow down, because we're gonna talk about her in the next segment. Because I don't know if she knows who Shay Sharp is. I know who Shay Sharp is. I went to school with Shay Sharp, and Shay Sharp had a double mastectomy, and she still ended up getting it. So I know she thinks she's being
Preventative.
Yeah, she trying. I know she thinks she's doing something really smart, but
because her mother passed from breast cancer, and her sister has stage 2.
I saw that, but ma'am, stay in your lane. Leave it alone. I don't want you.
But if Elijah Cummings is your uncle, that means that she's your step aunt. So show some respect.
So you trying to tell me you like all your
show some respect.
And your uncles? You trying to tell me you like all your aunts and uncles? Because there's some uncles out. Listen, I got a brother who wife can do. Listen, so I'm not even gonna go there. Yo, we having a good show, guys. He trying to take me there. Trying to say, don't do it. But I think this is not her lane. I just.
All right, well, time.
Now she done vacated her seat.
Yeah, she needed to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, she needed to do that, and then she gonna be trying to figure out what she gonna do next when she don't win. I'm just saying.
Well,
you done messed up your money.
Well,
you just gonna get his money.
It's always something to run.
How old is she anyway? I think
she's 40. She's 48.
She was too old to be with my uncle anyway.
You mean too young? Too old? Was he R. Kelly? What
he was too old. He was too old. He did R. Kelly.
She gonna be 49 in January.
Yeah, but he was in his 70s. Well, how old was he?
Yeah, he was in his 70s.
Exactly. Listen, she was with him waiting on it like.
Oh my.
He going. What? I'm sorry. All right, y'all. I don't want to talk about my uncle like that. All right. I'm gonna be good. So anyway, we gonna talk about her, cause I have to ask. I don't want mine. Listen, and I had my scare. And listen, I'm not gonna volunteer to get them cut off. They don't have to be. Listen, so I don't know. Maybe she's like, oh well, he gone now, so he. No, I'm lying. Let me take that back, cause she said the appointment was already scheduled. So
yes, she said that.
I know, because I check my resources before I repeat something right here, because Anyway, he didn't ask me, but let me tell y'all about my weekend. He's so rude. The light skinned guy.
I'm sorry. You said something about sex trafficking, so I was just preparing my
Oh,
notes.
you want to talk about sex trafficking?
You said you didn't want to talk about that, so I was preparing my notes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Jeez, you got multitask, sir. You've been doing this for too many years. Okay, so no, listen, you guys. I had a great weekend. My baby, no, she's not my baby, but she's my first girl. Let me say that, because y'all know I had 4 kids, right? Okay, so she turned 21. I'm so pumped. I was like, oh, my baby is legal, and I'm accepting all her shots, all her drinks. She pregnant, so she can't have them, so give them to me. So I made up with that with going to a wedding yesterday, and it was open bar. Oh my goodness. Whew. I had a drink. I don't know what it was, but it snuck up on me, boy. It was good. It was good going down, but trying to tell y'all, I only had a couple hours of sleep. Then I had to go to work, and now I'm here. So, oh my goodness. But I can take another open bar reception. So if you would like to invite me to your wedding, okay? This time I won't drive. And yeah, I won't. I'm going to catch a lift so that I can lift myself right back home afterwards, because open bar was so good. I'm so sorry. Y'all, I'm serious. However, really quick, listen, we have 2 topics today. Right now we're going to talk about this sex trafficking that's supposed to be going on in Baltimore. And when I say supposed to be, I don't mean that I don't believe it's happening. I just think some of these other stories that's coming about seems like they could be a little bogus. I don't know how true they may be, but some of them seems to be true. Now, ladies, if you see a white van, please don't assume that that person in there is watching you in that white van. You have to look for all kind of signs. You should be paying attention to your surroundings anyway. Some people, some of y'all, walk with the earpods in, AirPods, whatever they are. My daughter bought me some, and I don't know what they call. Look, she's very guilty. So, you have them on, music blasting. You don't know what's going on, and you walk in looking down at your phone. You can get grabbed up real easily because you're not paying attention. I fuss at my daughter about it all the time, except she don't walk anywhere except from the school building to the car, from the car to the house, but still. But she's 14, so I want her to know now to be aware of her surroundings. I don't have the email to put up, but my 21-year-old daughter received a message on her Google Voice number that they was about to deliver some food from Papa John's in 4 minutes. It said, I'll be there. The voicemail said, I'll be there in 4 minutes to deliver your food. However, she wasn't home. My other child was home, my 14-year-old. So I'm done. I'm racing home. Like, I don't know if this is, I don't know. Like, this is one of those situations. So I'm speeding. I'm running lights. Lord knows I'm going to get a speed camera ticket. Man, listen, it's coming. However, my thought and my concern was to get home to my child. So I started calling people that could go to my house where she was. However, if anybody comes to my house, it's big signs, beware of dog everywhere. Because we do have a Rottweiler. Over 100 pounds. Coming in, you done. Yeah, he don't like men, so it's over. Like, I'm telling you, it's over. He just real protective of us. But she was like, Mom, I'm at work. Look what I got. And she sent me this thing. So now she concerned because my daughter, we know she's home. I was like, oh, absolutely not. But, you know, when I got home, I went to the lockbox. Yeah, I had to go to the lockbox. Let him out so we can, be ready when it's time, if it's whatever. Because I was going to make sure everything was good. So then I started looking into if I can take my girls to the to the gun range with me. I'm just saying. I say, y'all got to learn how to use him when it's, if you have to, they need to be, prepared. So, ladies, just keep your eyes open. When you get in your car, I don't know why y'all get in the car and sit and wait. Because you got to check your Instagram and comment. Listen. Pull off. I told my daughter, do not pull into your spot, back into your parking spot. That way you'll be able to drive off if need be. So another suggestion was for people to get in on the passenger side. I saw that on Facebook. If you get in on the passenger side, it look like somebody else is coming. So they won't bother you. But get in, lock the door, and then climb over. But what about people who too big to climb over? I'm just saying. So y'all Don't laugh. Y'all gonna make me laugh when I'm being serious. So, listen, you just think about what's best for you and what's safe. I just want everybody to be safe. A lot of kids coming up missing, and what I really want to say to those parents is, so did they run away? Did she go with her little boyfriend? And because they'll come back and be like, oh, she's home safe. So I really want to be like, so what happened? But then, I saw somebody else comment and say, what happened? They said, oh, it's none of your business what happened. Well, it was my business when you wanted her found. So, was she with the little boy? Like, that stuff happened. In real life, it happens. I saw that the little girl had ran away, but I knew where she was. Like, I was like, wait a minute. That girl ran away last time with her boyfriend. So is she really missing, or did she just run away again? Listen, y'all, listen. When y'all got us sharing and reposting, I feel like y'all obligated to tell us what happened. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. I'm just, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to know when a child is found? You want to know what happened? Are they okay? No? Would they run away with the boy or
what
girl?
happened? No, I don't. I just like to know, and I see those cases a lot. People email us a lot and ask us to share those type of things. I just like to know that the kids are okay. I don't really need to know the details because a lot of times, we're talking about teenagers a lot of times. When teenagers do things, and then in the instance that there was some, mischief going on, but they come home, I'm happy, So I don't need to know all of those details as long as the kids are safe.
You'll be interviewing people, asking people questions, want to know stuff. How you gonna not want to know that?
Because I want to know stuff, but I'm not nosy at the same time. I'm not nosy. Yeah, I'm not nosy, but I want to know stuff.
Because the next time you post that your child is missing, I'm gonna say, girl, she done gone with that boy again.
But that could be the one time that something really happened.
Well, she need to stop playing. Let people know where you're going. I'm just saying, it's safe. My children was kind of confused when I say, look, I'm sharing my location at all times. I don't care that you know where I am, but you know where I am. So, and I drive Lyft, so y'all need to know where I'm at. My daughter said, what you doing in D.C.? Slow down. Stop checking up on me like that. Okay? We was just texting. You worrying about my location and where I'm at. They say you in D.C., my chill. I got a nice ride. It's going to get us that crab cake dinner we wanted, I'm just saying. And not that chicken box. Right. No, he knew what I'm talking about. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the sex trafficking, sir? I did, just keep going. Because, we would like to think that the child just chilling with the friends. Some children are actually taken into the sex trafficking. So,
well, I empathize with people when this stuff happens because it's tricky because you don't know when your child has missed curfew versus when something has actually happened to your child. And when people post these things, I think that they're generally concerned for where the child is. Now, if the child is like I say, if the child is out just doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing, but they're okay, you still need to post it. Do you need to tell everybody every little thing? When people share and people are looking for your child, yes, you should let them know the child was found. But do we need to know all the little details? I would say probably not. I would say no. But generally speaking, when it comes to sex trafficking, that's a real thing that happens in every city, especially this city. And it's something that people need to be on alert about. People think a lot of times something ain't gonna happen to me,
right,
or something is some issue for another city. But that's an issue that happens here. It's a serious issue when you have social media and you have people faking like they're doing various things. Mm-hmm. You got to be on alert. You have to know what your kids are doing, who they're talking to, and all of these
question:
things.
Do you post your location when you go to places? Do you post your location when you're there? When you're leaving?
I always post my locations. However, I do my post after I'm already gone. Okay. I'll post I'm at this place, and I'll post photos from it. I usually do it after I might be in my car, already at my next destination, or in the car leaving at that moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let me fix this because I said I was at Radio on Fire. No, I'm joking. I mean,
Radio on Fire has a lockbox as well, just so you know.
where is it? What kind of weapon do you hold, sir?
I'm a business owner, ma'am.
I am too. But
I know that's why you got yours and I got mine.
That's not really why, but it works. I need to be able to carry. I'm taking this a step further,
Okay.
so I can have it right here at all times. Quick draw. But anyway, see some people on here want to go to the gun range. Okay, all right, we're gonna make this a group trip.
I know that's right.
we all need that. Okay, so I think listen, we disagree on that. He feel like he don't need to know anything. I want to know. Okay, if your child was out doing something he or she wasn't supposed to be doing, then you can say that. My child was being hard-headed. You don't have to say, oh, she was out that. Y'all listen, I try to say it in the nicest way.
So somebody in the comment section said putting your locations out there is how people's homes get broken into.
Sometimes I wish somebody would go to my house. He ain't gonna let it happen. First of all, the alarm gonna sound, and he's gonna go off. So I messed up and had the thing, sound. I messed up. He don't even like the sound of a loud noise, so somebody's going down. Period. So that's not the place to be. But just because you put your location don't mean everybody in the house is not there.
True that.
So don't walk into some heat or some dog teeth. I'm just saying. It is what it is. But that do happen. That do. Chris Brown house was broken into, right?
Yeah.
Couple people, Carmelo Anthony, all these cheaters I'm naming. Anyway, light skinned people, they cheaters. You know that, right? Oh no, he on my side today. Wait a minute. There's some light skinned people. Okay, some. I didn't include you. I say some.
Gotcha.
Okay. So.
On today's topic.
All right, y'all. So look, you said what's today's topic?
I said today's topic. It's not.
No. Let me real quick on y'all liars. Just real quick. If you tell one lie, you're going to tell another lie to cover that one up. Just keep that in mind.
Are you talking
It was
about
just
Tank?
on my
When
spirit
Tank was
to
talking.
say.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't care if you lie about anything. You're going to tell another lie to cover it up.
All right.
Okay?
So if you tell two lies, does that make you a liar?
You're a liar when you tell the first one.
The one lie makes you a liar.
The one lie. And if I find out that you lied to me,
Gotcha.
everything you say after that is a lie until proven to be true.
If I believed it to be true when I said it, is it a lie?
It's still a lie.
No, if I believed it was true when I told you,
See,
and then I found out
that's
later
that light
it was
skin
something
ish.
different.
Listen, that's that light skin.
No, that's not. See, that's not a lie.
A lie is a lie. You don't believe it? You put it together.
No, if I believe it when I said it, and then I find out differently later, it wasn't a lie. I can amend it and say I thought it was this, but it was really this. But
So
but once I got there, I found out otherwise.
So y'all know that he's a liar.
Lawyer or liar?
Now you're not a lawyer, sir. You know what I'm saying? You might be
Lawyers lie.
a producer. You might be a radio show host. You might be a son. All that good stuff, uncle. But you are definitely not a lawyer. You're a liar though, because you fixing that. You trying to make it sound good, right?
No, that's a true statement. That's a true statement.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I'm just explaining.
So you're not a liar.
I'm explaining.
No.
Everybody
I
lies.
think we all.
Everybody
listen,
lies.
I'm gonna
Everybody
say,
lies.
I think we all lie.
Somebody say,
Like, no,
"Hey,
I'm not.
that looks nice on you." You be like, "That shit. Why the hell they got that on?" That's a
your
lie.
opinion.
No, that's a lie because you don't believe that it looks good, but you said it to make it feel good. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. What you?
Yeah, some people.
Yeah,
do
beautiful,
that.
beautiful. That's a lie because you already told somebody else your true thoughts.
You know, some people. Do
That's
that,
a lie.
But you know me, and I would never.
What? You're incapable of that lie.
Yeah,
You're incapable of that lie.
I'm gonna tell the truth. It don't have to be Tuesday. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say what it is. So I'm not playing with y'all because I could keep it going, but I'm not gonna go there. We going. No, ma'am. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the topic, which is save the tatas, y'all. Breast cancer awareness is what we talking about. I'm not feeling on myself. Chill, calm your nerves. I'm talking about breasts. We gonna save these things, okay? You know, we want to talk about whether y'all do y'all exams, your monthly. Do you do your exam? And fellas, you can get it too. So I want to know the ones with breasts, because you do have them. Y'all stop laughing. Y'all know men have male breasts. They do. So they need to check them as well. And people are funny. I'm going to read some of these comments, y'all know, during the second half. So we're going to slide over. You guys are going to see some footage. You won't, because you're here. But those who are logged on to radioonfire.com/live and YouTube, you're going to see this video coming up. And then immediately following, our guest will be sitting to my right and your left if you're viewing over there. Okay, y'all. Do I really have to keep saying Lakeisha? Nobody call you that, but I don't call you that.
No, Keisha.
All right, that's what it is, y'all. We got Kiki in the building. No, I'm sorry, Keisha.
That's fine too.
No, nobody. I never heard that. In all the years, I never heard Kiki. We ain't calling you Kiki, honey. All right, y'all. I'm gonna turn this a little bit so the people over here can see.
Hey.
All right, y'all. So y'all saw the video, and if you didn't, I told you to log on to the thing. Okay.
Yep.
So you log on to the website. Okay. So before we get started, I had my scare. I wouldn't get my mammogram. I was cancer all forms running my family. So I was like, I'm not going. And they big, so I'm like, oh no. I put it off until 41. So a few months ago I had to go. I don't know. That's why I'm telling you this, because you're gonna tell me how it was when you actually found out. So they told me I had to come back. I got a lot of like they're gonna need to come back because they see stuff. I was like, no. I wouldn't make my follow-up appointment. I was like, I don't want to know. Nope, I wouldn't. But then instead of them emailing me, because Kaiser don't, they're like, oh, she's not answering. We gonna call her. So they called me. I was like, oh my gosh, it must be serious. So I really got scared, but I went. And I don't know why people lie. That thing do hurts. She was smashing it like, well, you have all this tissue. It shouldn't hurt you, miss. Let me tell you something. It hurts. However, she had the previous one up and then the current one. So she was like, well, I don't see what I see right here. So she told me turn around and look. I'm like, what am I looking at? So she's like, you see all these spots. I don't see them over here. So let me go talk to the doctor. So I'm like, so then I had to get a sonogram. She's like, well, what am I looking for? Because I don't see what they told me I should see. So I don't see it. So I was like, oh God. Oh gosh. All that praying didn't help me, because I said, listen. I was ready to pull my hair out, worried about, whether it was a positive result, whatever. So I went crazy. Just wanted to get my story out because she get ready to give us the real. Okay, so when did you first have a mammogram?
I had my first mammogram when I first found out I was diagnosed with breast cancer. That was my first, and it's crazy because I was 41.
Oh, wow.
So I got out the shower one day, and I was drying off and in the mirror, and I just felt the lump. And instantly I knew it's not supposed to be no lump in your breast. Something ain't right.
Right.
So I panicked, grab my phone, call my doctor. I got a lump in my breast. Something ain't right. She like, calm down, Lakeisha. Okay. I'm like, can you get me in there today? Like today. She like, we'll see what we can do. So she get me in there. She said, yeah, it is a lump. I'm going to send for more testing. I'm like, okay. I'm not worried. My little niece in my head, Oh, don't worry about it, no, Kiki. It's probably a cyst. I had one of those before, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. So I went for testing, but they ordered a mammogram and ultrasound. So when I went in, they did the ultrasound first. And when they did the ultrasound, the doctor actually came in the room. And he's like, hey, Miss Baum, such and such. He's like, usually I can look at X, Y, and Z and tell whether it's cancerous or not. He's like, but something's looking really strange here, so we want to do a biopsy. And I said, and what is that? He's like,
right, I need more details.
Well, we're just going to, give a little incision and clip your tissue. I said, while I'm woke? He's like, yeah. I'm like, when? Today? He's like, yeah. I said, oh, no, I can't do it today. Like, my anxiety is on 10,000.
Oh, my gosh.
So he says, well, can you at least go do your mammogram? So I went and did my mammogram. That was probably like on a Thursday or Friday. So I promised I would come back on Monday with somebody. So I'm thinking when I come back Monday with somebody, that somebody can go in the back. It's just the thought of being cut on while you're awake.
Right.
I couldn't grasp that. So when I get there, I'm all happy because I got one of my sisters with me. And when they called my name to go in the back, I said, can my sister come? She can't come in the back. What? So you mean to tell me I'm going to do all this? Okay, let's go in the back. We get in the back. She get me laying down. She's ready to do the ultrasound where they can, do the biopsy or whatever. So I'm just mad because they won't let my sister come in the back. But my anxiety, I feel, is just rising and rising and rising. Mm-hmm. So as I'm laying there and the doctor start putting the sterile stuff over me or whatever, I'm just shaking so bad. I'm shaking so bad. So he like, Miss Bo, what is wrong? Like, I'm so scared. I can't believe you get ready to do this. So, girl, just as he went to pick up a tool, I sat up like, no.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, oh, my God, Miss Bo, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I'm scared. I can't do it. My anxiety. So, he numbed me up some more, and I let him get through with the biopsy. So, he told me 2 days. He said, I'll call you in 2 days with the results, and blah, blah, blah. I went and did my mammogram, and I left. So, the next day, I told myself I was not going to sit there and ponder on what the results may be. I'm going to get up and go shopping. This is the very next day. So I tell everybody, I get up, I take the kids to school. First thing I do is go to the thrift store. Planet Aid up on Route 40. I was there when they opened, like. So, because I'm thinking tomorrow I'll know something. So I go in the thrift store. I get the card, put my purse in the cart, put my hand. The phone ring. So I answer the phone and I'm like, hello? So they like, Lakeisha? I'm like, hello, who is this? So he like, this Dr. Hunt, the doctor that saw you yesterday that did your biopsy. So I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, Dr. Hunt, how you? He like, Lakeisha, I'm sorry. I'm like, what you sorry for? He's like, you have breast cancer. So I'm like,
that blunt over the phone?
Listen, that blunt over the phone, like, not, are you ready? Where are you? Are you sitting down? So I say to him,
are you driving?
I said, okay. So, did you just say I had breast cancer? He like, yes. He said, I already set everything up. The team's going to call you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. Thanks, Dr. Hunt. He's like, I'm sorry, baby. So I'm like, man, I'm going to still shop. I ain't like, this ain't kicking in. I'm going shopping. I get my card. I'm walking through the thrift store. La, la, la. That man said I got cancer. My phone started ringing from all these numbers from St. Agnes. I'm over in the clothing section. I looked at my phone. I said, I got cancer. I left that car where it was. I ran for the door. I ran out to the parking lot. I jumped in my car. I drove all the way down to Carroll Park. I pulled over. I parked at Carroll Park. I shed like 3 tears. And I cried like, Lord, why? Like, I never said why me, but I'm like, I got cancer. And then I just instantly started praying. And I snapped out of it. And I wasn't sad no more. I was going to go get my kids from after school program and all that. So I just straightened myself up. And from that point, it just was like, okay, what's next? What do we do next for me? So I had a lumpectomy done, which is where they removed the lump. I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in my left breast at that time. Okay. I didn't have any lymph nodes involved, but I had a lumpectomy done. I started chemo in July, I believe it was. So while I was doing chemo, there were 3 different medicines with 2 different parts. Before I could get to the second part, I had a recurrence. So when I went back in front of the board, they're trying to figure out like what's going on, why did she have recurrence during chemo? So they figured it was, they told me it was rare, it was aggressive, so then I had started having issues with my oncologist, so I just woke up one day and I called it there like, look, I just want a whole new team. I don't even want Same surgeon, oncologist, nobody anymore. Like, I feel like they're not empathetic as to what I'm going through. But needless to say, throughout the most part, while I was doing chemo, I was fine. Like, I didn't get sick. I didn't get none of that. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are these different symptoms? And
Right.
my oncologist was a man. And it was like, the more questions I asked, the more irritated he got. So I got a whole nother team. So they trying to figure out what they going to do with the recurrence. So they started talking about a chemo, but everybody sounded uncertain. So I just basically asked them, like, are y'all trying something on me, or are you certain? So he's just like, Miss Ball, we're not certain. So I said, okay, no problem. I said, I'm going to go get a second opinion. He said, I suggest that's what you do. Excuse me. So at that point, I reached out to university. I went down to university. I sat with the oncologist and the team, and I explained to her the same thing. They said I had a rare breast cancer. She was saying, you know, it's not rare, but it is aggressive. But she was like, it's nothing rare. We know how to treat it. Once we take one test, this test, whatever. Making a long story short, they came up with another chemo treatment plan, and they put me on the chemo treatment plan. And then I had another recurrence. So at this time, it's like, let's get rid of the boob. So I'm telling them, I want to remove both of my breasts. And I do not want to do reconstruction. So they telling me, like, you got one doctor saying, well, it's not going to be bad if you do reconstruction. Then you got another doctor saying, well, if you do reconstruction or do a double mastectomy, it's more chances of infection. And I'm just like, you know what, just take the one off. I'm not doing reconstruction. They couldn't believe I didn't want to reconstruct, to the point my surgeon fixed my chest the way as though if I want to change my mind. But I told her, I'm not changing my mind. This is my truth and I'm living in it.
That's
so
right.
I went on and had a left mastectomy done. And then at that time, I think that's when they put me on radiation. And I started radiation. So things started spreading. Like, it's so much. I'm beating around the bush because I'm trying to sum it up really to what's going on most recently. But to make a long story short, every time, so after I rang the bell in March for finishing radiation, I had to wait till June to get my scan so they can check and see what the, you know. So when the results came back, there was a new diagnosis. So it wasn't on the left side, it's on the right side. So the new diagnosis they gave me was breast cancer, triple metastatic breast cancer. I have a cancerous lymph node under my arm. I have 2 cancerous lymph nodes in my chest cavity. So my doctor is like, you know, I want to start you on this chemo. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but, you know, just to slow the progress up. So along the way, I'm doing different research on different things. RSO, which is Rick Simpson oil, which is cannabis. All natural products. Acupuncture, all types of things, you know. So I told her I would do the chemo, a few rounds. This was just recently from the last diagnosis. I said, I'll do a few rounds, but I'm going to stop because I'm going to treat myself naturally. So I did 2 rounds and I stopped. So then I did a 30-day natural detox, you know. And towards the end of my detox, you know, my blood work and stuff started coming back. My protein was low, my potassium was low. And I'm just like, man, I'm not about to kill myself trying to heal myself. So I have to figure this thing out. So the next thing that they wanted to offer again was, so I had started having pains in my neck. And what happened was, because they knew I was going to do that new chemo, I had a port in my chest on the left side. They had to remove it because it wasn't working, so they put one on the right side. So when they put the port on the right side, after it started healing, I started having pain in my neck. So if you can look at it, you can kind of see the line from the port going through my neck. It had gotten to a point where you couldn't see it. My neck had swelled up. So I had caught a cold. I went to the doctors. And they like, oh, it's just the symptoms from the cold. Your body's just sore. You know, you'll be okay. Just go home. So it wouldn't go away. Day 2 or later, I called my oncologist like, I'm coming down there. I need you to run a test. Something going on my neck. Making a long story short, me and my aunt, we went down there. She ran some tests. And when she ran the test, she came back and she said that she saw a affected lymph node that was pressing on the cord, which was causing the pain. So she wanted me to go see the radiologist. I mean, a radiation oncologist. So I went to see the radiation oncologist, which was my same oncologist from the Proton Center. And she's just basically telling me, we can just do like 10 treatments to the neck, to get the swelling to go down, this, that, level, so forth and so on. So I agreed. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. But at the time, I had plans on going to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, which was the 11th, 12th, and 13th of November. So I started the 10 rounds of radiation. By the time I got home from just talking to the doctor, my doctor called back, my oncologist, and she's like, well, we got the full report back, and, there is not just one, there's 2 lymph nodes in your neck. So they changed the radiation from 10 treatments to 15. So I just completed that last Thursday. The swelling went down, she said she think, whatever, the lymph nodes shrink or whatever. So I was excited about going to Cancer Treatment Centers of America because it seems like they can't find the right treatment plan to put me on to. My cancer is very aggressive. Stage 4. Right now I'm at stage 4, triple negative, metastatic, with Mets to my lungs, to my liver.
Now say that in English for people who may not know exactly what that means.
When I say triple metastatic with Mets, Mets mean the spreading of the cancer. So when you hear someone say you have a cancer with Mets to X, Y, and Z, that's what it means. It's spread it to those parts of your body. So I have Mets to my lungs. I just found out through Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I have Mets to my liver. It spread it to my liver, and it spread it to my bones. So I just found all this out on Wednesday. So now the protocol is they want to treat me with a certain chemo plan or whatever when I get back here. So I go see my oncologist on Tuesday. But I'm saying all this to say, regardless of what they say, everybody who knows me knows how I feel. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, God has the last say so. These last 2 years that I've been fighting, it's been worth it. For one, because it has made my faith in God grow even more. It has allowed me to be able to talk about the goodness of Him to other people and they can see and understand because I am a walking testimony.
And you're not letting it get you down.
And that's what I was gonna say. And I don't do the sad thing. Like I don't do the sad thing at all. And I think even that. So my oncologist and all of them that knows me here knows no matter what you come, I always tell them, I hear what you're saying, but I'm listening to God. So no matter what you give me, what results you give me, when I walk out of this room, my mood is not gonna change because I still trust in God. And when I left Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back home and do the chemo plan. And I understand y'all saying it's spreading, but the crazy part is all of these things that's going on and that's happening inside my body, I'm not feeling it. And that's why I'm asking her, like, what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms with my liver being? What are the symptoms with my... And she's like, you probably don't even feel any symptoms because, ma'am, I am symptomless. But I know it's nothing but God giving me the strength to get through this, to be able to tell somebody my story. I don't care what they say. And as I expressed to my sisters and my friends at the end of the day, however, I always tell God to have His way. So if there does come a day where God calls me home, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I want people to celebrate with me while I'm here and celebrate when I'm gone. I don't want nobody.
And they definitely celebrate with you while you're here. So I see you have a huge, and I don't say it's not small. It's definitely not small. You have a huge support system. Yeah. So to somebody that's watching that feel like they just alone, or they rock, because some people shut other people out. They want to be alone. So if you can tell them how good it is for you to have such a strong support system.
It's amazing because in the beginning, like I wasn't looking for a support system or anything. What I did in the beginning when I first got diagnosed was before I even came to Facebook to share my story, I prayed on. And because I'm quick to run to Facebook. And I'm like, man, this serious. Like, I need to talk to God. So I prayed on it. And I went and got in the shower after I prayed. And when I got out the shower and got dressed and stuff, God put it on my heart, told me sit down and share my story. And I started posting it on Facebook. And, you know, people will cling to you when they find out that you're sick or you're ill or anything like that. People will come from out of the woodwork. But the thing about me is I don't want no pity party. And my support system basically is friends and family. People that I grew up with, family, but even over the last 2 years, it has really grown because a lot of people on Facebook support me. You know what I'm saying? Donating whatever they can do to help me. I have people sending stuff to my house, like via Instacart, like take this ginger, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So having a support system really helps. But I believe talking about it helps even more because, again, when you sitting around, you sad, you weeping about your condition, about your problem, you know what I'm saying? That stuff starts setting in your bones because it's stress. And stress can kill you. But you're already fighting a disease that's trying to take you away from here. So the best thing to do is to just be happy. Make the best out of every situation. Like, my friends think I'm crazy because I be laughing at stuff like, they like, girl, like, I am... And stay away from negativity. And for breast cancer survivors, people fighting, let me tell you another thing to do. Stop reading and believing everything you see. I am in so many groups on Facebook, from the RSO to the breast cancer to the triple negative. It has started, and I was never depressed, but just scrolling up, seeing stories of how people can't deal with it, it started depressing me. So I just want to tell everybody, like, it doesn't have to be a death sentence. It's all in what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm stage 4. My cancer is non-curable, but guess what? I'm going to live every day like it's my last.
You definitely did.
I just like to have fun, for real.
You always having fun and going on live because I definitely see that. Real quick, I know this is not a good topic for you. So if I ask you a question, you okay with answering? Because I know you said his sister passed away from breast cancer and she tried to do it herself. So, with hearing her discuss how she tried to do it herself and then realizing that just wasn't the way, did that, like touch you in any way? Because I know you told me that she tried to do it herself as opposed to getting medical attention. You
said listen to her story?
Right. Like, understand, like, because you was like, why would she try to do it herself and not get help?
Right. A couple of things that she said resonated when she said that the staff was not very empathetic. And I think that was something that my sister experienced, which I think is one of the things that led her to trying to find other alternatives. So that part, I understood that part. You know what I mean? And so like you said, my sister tried to find a holistic way, and she did a lot of detoxing and things like that. And so that part, obviously, I resonate with that as well. Yeah.
But see, let's be clear, because of course I knew her, so she did stuff like that anyway. She made her own soap, her own she did those things anyway, so I could see why she would.
Yeah, so it didn't seem that foreign for her because she was already into that type of lifestyle anyway. Right.
So I can see. I mean, I know a lot of people. My grandmother didn't have breast cancer, however, it was cervical cancer, but she refused to have them be able to look to see if that was my grandmother.
And that's one thing that I had to stress to people, because a lot of people know how strong my faith is. And I've had people even call me like, I just remember you posting a couple of weeks ago that you were going to step out on your faith and go all natural and do this, that, and the other. One thing I hate is for somebody to question my faith, because my faith in God will never, ever go away. And if you have never been through this journey, then don't know. And like I said, even down to now, I've been fighting for 2 years. I don't know everything about breast cancer. I don't know every answer. When I make my decisions, I pray about the decisions that I make beforehand. But I also want to say that everything works different for everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody may have been cured out here by using natural products. But then it depends on your other health conditions, your other situations. So just because it worked for one person don't mean it may work for another. I totally never wanted to do chemo again. I promised myself that I would not do chemo again. But coming from the cancer treatment centers and, just listening to her, all I can think about is my children, my grandchildren, longevity. Like, I don't care how much time it's going to give me. As long as it's going to give me more time here with my family, then that's what I'm going to do. So I just wanted to let people know that, because if what works for you may not work for me, and what worked for me may not work for you. And all I can do is stay in prayer about it. That's how I've been getting through the whole way. I stay in prayer 24/7.
Yes, Lord. I thought we was going to go into prayer just now, y'all. I'm just saying. What happened here? I'm just saying, y'all. Did y'all feel it in the room? No, nobody felt it.
Yeah.
Look, I thought we was going into prayer.
I have a tendency of doing that. I've been starting my story and then I finish and I'm just talking about speaking on the word of God. Like, I did 92Q breast. I spoke at their brunching for boobs 2 weeks ago. And I went back and looked at the video. I said, every time I start talking about my story, I end up just speaking about God, because people need to know God is a way maker. He is a miracle maker. He will, he's a healer. He's all of that. I have seen people come out of comas that's been in comas for 30-something years, just things like that. So never give up. Always trust. If you have faith, you have faith. You can't lose your faith.
And look, I end every show with walk by faith, not by sight.
That's right.
People do listen. People don't know prayer is important. I'm not saying put it in schools, because everybody believe in what they want to believe in. However, in the household, it has to be done. Period. Now, I feel like Keisha gave us a lot of information. However, if you would like to call in, oh my goodness, why I want to tell people to do that. I already knows Andrew gonna try to be the first one to call in here. However, y'all, I don't know what happened. This is ended over here, so I'm trying to get it back. So, however, if you would like to ask Keisha a question, or myself, Diamond K, he been talking to. So if you would like to ask any questions, the number to call is 404-436-1277. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we back. I just want to put the camera on you and not me. They see me all the time. Hey, y'all. So just wanted to put that on there. Now, as y'all can see, she not all sad or whatever. So while we waiting to see if anybody want to, because I want to know if you do your monthly exams. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very guilty of not doing that until I had this scare. So, not just monthly. I just be randomly like, oh, okay. I'm just, just randomly.
And just so people know.
Because then you say how you felt it, it was like random.
Felt it, and that's not always the case, because you don't always feel the lump. And that's what the doctors were saying. I was lucky for it to be on the surface, to know that, because it could have, and it was, by the time they removed it, it was at a nice size, so you don't always feel your lump. Get them exams. I'm telling y'all, ever since I've been diagnosed, I know I have at least 4 close friends that's been diagnosed with breast cancer. Like, African Americans are the leading ones to end up with breast cancer for whatever the reason is, but that's just how it goes. African American women. And I'm telling you, these cancer centers packed. They look like the meth clinics, like, for real. It's just horrible. And they're younger. They're getting younger and younger. These young girls. Yep. It's just really sad. It's really sad, but you can beat it.
Yeah, I work at Hopkins, and just the cancer center alone, it's a lot. It's a lot. And they have a new building. They have one that's inpatient, but then they have the outpatient one, and that's all the time. And they a lot of people will talk to you, but they not ready for this type of atmosphere. Yeah. So that's why I needed somebody that was, open, and that's I kept putting it out there. And then I said, wait a minute, why don't I just ask Keisha? So I didn't ask Keisha. I asked Zandra. Then I said I had to go through the middle person. Like, wait a minute, let me see, because everybody's not open to discussing what's going on.
And I be having to tell people that, because I know, like, everybody's not as happy-go-lucky as I am. Like, when I walk into the cancer treatment center, this is the same way I look. every time. Like I'm smiling, I'm laughing, and everybody don't feel that way. Some of these people are really sick, but that's why I say I have no reason to complain. No matter what the diagnosis is they give me, because I wake up every day able to use all of my limbs. I can talk, I can do everything. Like, so you just gotta be grateful and for the things that you do have, and stop complaining about the things that you don't have.
Y'all better hear. Listen, y'all better hear
my
this.
hands, my feet. He can take all that right now. It ain't gonna make me no different than who I am. I'm still gonna trust and have the faith. I'm just gonna need some help getting around, but that's okay. Like, I just can't explain it. I just got chills in my body thinking about the goodness of the Lord, for real.
Oh, let it out. Somebody need to hear that. Again, since the number is being requested again, the number is 404-436-1277. If you have positive comments or questions, okay? All right. Now let it out. Now don't be holding nothing back.
And I do, like, you can inbox me, Facebook, via Facebook.
Give me your information.
IG, Facebook, my name is Lakeisha Ball, LAKESHA Ball on Facebook. And IG, it's the DA, right, RIGHT, Keisha, KESHA. I love to talk. I probably spend 16 to 18 hours out the day on the phone talking to people about different stuff. Not my problems, though. I don't talk about what I'm going through because I don't feel like I'm going through anything.
I know that's
But
right.
I like to talk to other people who feel like they can't get past that next step. You know what I'm saying? You got to surround yourself with all positivity. I don't play negativity around me. Not in my household, not my children. I burn sage. I will put a holy cross in front of your bedroom door. I don't have no negative energy around me, for real.
In front of the bedroom door.
Yes, like you just gotta be strong, y'all. Fight. Just keep that word in your mind. Fight. Like, don't quit. I'm not gonna never quit. I'm gonna have to be taken down because I will not quit. I promise.
That's right. Yeah, no. Listen, we don't quit around here, okay? We don't do that type of stuff. Y'all already know that.
Right.
What does SWAP stand for, though? Survivors with a Purpose. We definitely have a purpose here, and apparently your purpose is to spread the word.
Spread the word.
Okay, not just on the cancer, but the faith, because you're definitely spreading the Lord's word. We was almost in prayer, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, y'all just don't know. I'm gonna keep this all here though, because it's all about you. I'm not gonna go there for myself. She's over here, amening and everything.
Listen,
people love you.
Don't think listen, I love everybody, and that's the thing. I don't know. I hate to call it a sickness or a disease or whatever, but this demon that's trying to fight me, done placed so much love in my heart. I have so much love for everybody. I walk past people, I'm just smiling. I just want to turn around to the next man and be like, I just love you. Like, it's a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. And again, my children, they don't even know when I'm going through anything in the household because I'm always up. I'm at it. Like, I be calling my aunt like I'm so bored. Yo, guess what? I was so bored. I put my Christmas tree up yesterday.
Yesterday.
That's the one in the family room, though. It's in the basement. I didn't do the one upstairs yet for everybody that can walk in the door and see it. But
okay.
I'm very active. That's just what my point was. I'm very active. Like, and I thank God. Because it's only him who can give me the strength. I done talked to so many people who said they was sick. So sick from chemo, radiation. That stuff just did a reverse effect on me. It was like I come out of chemo. I get in the car. I stop at the shopping center. I go home. I'm cleaning dinner.
You out and about doing everything, right?
Take it to the playground. We need a playground. Yeah, I do everything. I was like, I don't know what these people are feeling, but I don't feel it. Like, the most I think I've had happen to me was I caught a surface infection over my port a little while after they put the first one in, and I was hospitalized for 6 days. And I had got mouth sores real bad from the chemo. Okay. Real bad. Like, I couldn't swallow or nothing. So 6 days in the hospital on antibiotics. Then I went home and gave myself, I had to administer my own antibiotics for 9 days through the IV. They kept my port access. Okay. So they would deliver my antibiotics, and I would hook it up to my chest and let it run, you know, and do that. But For the most part, like I said.
That's the small amount of time you was down. Because other than that, you up.
I'm up.
And always going.
Up.
You like,
All
hey,
the
y'all.
I'm all the way up.
She be like, hey, y'all. I see everything. Like, I just be like, how's she doing today?
I just told them, listen, this is too funny because, like, I've been out every day this week, and I say, my kids probably say, dang, ever since mommy came back from CTCA, she been on the go. So this last night when I came in, I was tired. I was out. I'm normally up 6:30, 7 o'clock every morning. I was so tired, I let my phone die. My son come running in the room like almost 10 o'clock this morning. Mom, where your phone? Oh, Sherry wants you. I'm like, huh? What's going on? He like, it's freezing in here. You want the window closed, the heat on? I'm discombobulated. She on the phone like, we've been calling you. We wanted to know if you want to go to breakfast. Girl, I'm so tired. I'm like, no. Tell her no. I'm not going to breakfast. She hang up. She said, okay, tell her call me later. I said, breakfast? I rolled over out that bed. I said, Hezekiah. I looked at my phone. It was dead. I threw it on the charge. I said, come on, Sherry, back. Call her. Where they going? I'm meeting them there. I'm telling you, she talking about, we got to meet at 10:30, girl. It was like 9:45. I said, I'll meet you girl there. We've been out ever since.
So
I'm not keeping still. I told her I'm not keeping still. No, I'm not. I'm going,
Well, I need some still time because I'm working off for 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, you need some rest.
I'm going to get some sleep today.
You need some rest.
And then I still got to get up and go to work. Oh, we just been rolling. Latoya, we waiting on you to call in. You say you wanted to call in, ma'am.
Call in, Latoya.
That's my co-work. That's my co-host.
Hi, Latoya.
Oh, she hate when I say Latoya.
I'm sorry.
See, a lot of people, that's why I asked you, did you want me to call you Keisha? Because when they love or anything, they be like, take that off.
Yes,
right?
do not call me no Lakeisha. I can't stand it, especially when it's somebody who knows me. Like, sir, why are you calling me Lakeisha? Where do we do that at?
Right, I was like, let me make sure, because, it works sometimes and sometimes it don't. And I only say Latoya, like, when we, like, doing the show, I tag her as that. But it's always Toya. I always take the "la" or the whatever off. So I just wanted to be clear that, in this atmosphere, because, I did say Keisha. I never said "la." So I just wanted to be sure in this atmosphere here.
Absolutely. Listen, because more people will probably pay attention or understand or know who it is if you say Keisha. If you're saying "La Keisha," somebody might be like, who they talking about? Like, we was just in the restaurant this morning, and the daggone lady working behind the back there cooking. She hollered, Keisha. I turned around like, huh? They like, now why would somebody in Denny's be calling you? I said, listen, I just didn't want to be rude. Just in case she was talking to me. She said, Keisha, that's my name.
So let me tell y'all a tip about Denny's. She brought up Denny's, right? So my daughter, she's pregnant, so she want to eat everywhere. Want to go everywhere, different place. So we went to Denny's because she just, I was like, that's what you want to do, your brunch for your birthday? What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, they have this. I was like, all right, girl, whatever. So we go there, and she's like, well, I don't want to seem greedy, man. You order this, and I'm going to order this, but all of it's supposed to be hers, okay? So I was like, well, I'm not paying for all of that. Mm-hmm. So the lady said, what she said, it's your birthday. Oh, well, you get your meal free. So I said, see, you can order this. Yes, but you just have to show your ID. I'm just saying, on your birthday, you get the little, what is it, Super Grand Slam or something?
Oh, man.
You get that for free. I'm just trying to, drop some jewels in here.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a call. Okay.
Hey, ow.
Okay, so I know this is what it is, Debbie.
What it is, Dobby, ow.
All right, y'all. That's my co-host Toya.
Hi, Toya.
Hey.
It's so funny because one day we was talking about the slang in Baltimore, and just the things that these kids say. I've never heard my kids say it, but I've heard the young people say it. So that's how we end up like.
The one thing I like,
I normally cuss, but I gotta watch my mouth. My mouth.
Right.
Is when they call each other clowns, but when they get one of my children slipped up and called me a clown one day because I like to joke a lot.
Right.
And we in the kitchen, they like, "Ma, you a clown?" That joke cut so quick. I was like, "What? I'm a what?" I was like, "Listen, don't ever call me a clown. I don't care."
But it wasn't a bad clown. It don't sound like
no
right.
I'm not your mother. You call your friends a clown.
Right.
I think they was Come on now. They was like the joking because you like to joke. Yeah. Or would it have been better if they said comedian? Nah, come on. It sounds better saying clown.
No, because they don't
Look,
like,
kids, I'm taking up for y'all.
They don't like to admit that I'm funny. Like, so I'm already funny anyway. So, like, but to call me a clown, like, no, because I be hearing how they talk about their friend. Oh, yo, she a clown. What shit? No, so, no, no,
Oh, my goodness. Well.
So, y'all, I was listening at the live. It cut off for me, so I didn't know y'all was waiting for me. But
girl.
I just wanted to say, you had my support. I was in here tearing up because I do know different people who have like cancer, and how they are after they come from chemo. You have so much energy. I need your energy right now. And I just, like I said, I got so much adrenaline going on. I'm sorry, y'all.
Take a deep breath.
I don't take no credit for none of this. I owe it all to God because I be trying to figure it out myself sometimes. Like I owe it all to God. He just give me the strength to get through what I gotta go through.
I understand.
And I be trying to tell other, like, just give other chemo patients when I go to treatment, just give them hope, sit there and talk to them, smile and laugh and joke with them, because there be a lot of older people there who can barely even walk. And I be their advocate sometimes, because if you got them sitting in the waiting room too long, I'm pissed. Now I'm going up to the front desk like, I've been sitting here 15 minutes. Y'all got these old people sitting here all this time. So, like, to see other people really, really suffering from it, it does bother me. But I pray for everybody. So I instantly go into prayer, that God can give everybody the strength. And again, it's a mental thing. You got to try to build your mind up to know that you can beat this.
Right. And, Monica, I just want to say thank you
You're
for
welcome. What I did.
being supportive right now, because my child and his best friend could have been 305 today. So, listeners,
girl, you got my support.
Yes, praise.
As always.
So, like I say, I'm discombobulated. I'm trying to get my thoughts and my mind together, and then listen to her story, and then dealing with what I'm dealing with personally. I just thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes. And
I'm about to get off the phone because I'm crying.
Girl, you cry easy anyway. So we'll talk about that later. Okay. Well, thank you for calling in, though. I expect to see you next Sunday.
Just one last thing. If you would have saw the car.
Did you take a picture of the car? You know me. I need to see visuals.
No, I didn't want to take pictures of it.
Girl.
But
why? That's
if you would have saw the car.
Testimony for your son. They shot up this car, but no bullet touched him.
You should be running around your house right now doing a praise break, honey, because that could have been so wrong, honey. You should be praise breaking every chance you get. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm gone.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys. So I kind of touched on it with Toya on the line, but she had called me and told me she would make it today because the car that her son was in was shot up. She originally thought he was shot. So when she got there, the car, she called me. Well, she let me know. She texted me and let me know the car was shot up, but neither him or his friend was hit. So I don't know. I would have took them pictures because that's a testimony. Yeah. And that's something else for him to look at. Now, I don't know what the situation is, and I'm sure she don't know. However, the Lord was with them in that particular moment. So nothing hit them. So they're fine. They walked away from that situation. Now, they could have had the wrong car. It could have been, I don't listen to what I'm saying. The Lord was protecting them at that particular moment. Yeah. So that picture I would want. Like, look at this. Look at this. I'm not saying because he was into anything, but look at this. Okay, your time on this earth has been extended. I don't know, but people think differently. So I will take that and run with it.
Only go it. Nothing but go it. I'm telling y'all better get with the program.
Right. Listen, as my pastor would say, if you don't know him, you better get to know him. Okay.
Better get to know him before it's too late. I'm telling It can bring you through a lot of things. And I wanted to touch up on one more thing too about this whole cancer situation, because I know a young lady who was fighting for cancer was trying to start her own organization to help cancer patients out. I just want to put this out there to clear it up a little bit, because I didn't believe it until I started going through it and I started seeing it in a lot of the groups or whatever. But when you come across somebody with cancer, and if they seem like they need this or they need that, or they don't never had no money, or whatever the case may be, whether they have insurance or whatever, cancer will drain you. I have health insurance. My health insurance covers my treatment. But to see all these other people out here who don't have insurance, man, it will drain you. I've literally seen it take people's cars, houses, everything they worked for, they built, to, you know, after years and years and years, just so that they can get treatment out here. So if you have an organization, if you know of organizations, post them on social media and let these cancer patients know, because you really wouldn't believe how many people really need help for something simple as gas money or transportation to and from appointments.
Yeah.
And that's one of my dreams and goals I plan on doing, is starting my own transportation company. And I said that back in March when I rang the bell.
That.
But I want to start a transportation company to help cancer patients get to and from their appointments at no cost. You know, so just think about that type of stuff. Like, the least little thing helps. Some of these people can't even get up and cook their meals to eat. That's why they lose weight so much. You know, some of these people can't move around. Somebody can't go to the market. Call somebody. But I'm not that somebody, but I am that somebody who will help. So if you need help, inbox me. You know, I'll put my phone number on on my page or whatever. You can give me a call. I'm willing to do whatever I can do to help and give back. But I'm just saying that to say to other people, like, these cancer patients really need help. Something simple as, like I said, they have meal services out here where they'll prep your meals and send you a week worth of meals. Some of these cancer organizations do not benefit cancer patients. So that's another thing. If you personally know a person going through cancer or struggling, instead of giving to the organization for real, and I'm not trying to say this to be mean or take from nobody, but give it to that person. Because when you get pouring these big amounts into these organizations, some of it is going into research, but it's really not doing anything for the cancer patients.
And that, my dear, is so true. Yes. Because I was doing this lupus walk. I was doing different things for lupus, and I'm doing all these different fundraisers. But when the money goes to them, I never thought to look until someone who has lupus said, look into this, look at the bottom, keep scrolling. And then they show you the breakdown. Some of the money that you donate goes towards the next fundraising project. It goes towards research. It goes towards this, that, and the other, but none of that, anywhere did it say it'll help do this for the patient, the immediate patient. So I was just like, well, you know what? I'm not doing that. I did sipping paints. I did flag football. I did a lot of fundraising for that, and I was like, the money is not going to them.
And it is some centers, like I like American Cancer Society for one, because they do provide transportation. They partner with Lyft, I believe, and they'll help patients get to and from some of their appointments. But yeah, that whole organization thing. Like myself, I just went to Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Granted, my treatment was paid for, but I had to fund my own travel and my own lodging for the time that I was there. Gratefully, you know, my support system pulled through and everybody helped me out. But you had people, what about the people who don't have that help?
Right, who don't have anybody,
you know
a support system. So
they just got to sit home and die because they don't even have a way to get to the hospital to see if they can get any help. Then you got some up there who's getting treated and the money, their accounts are being drained, so they can't get treatment no more, so then they die because they can't afford it.
I know of just one place, and I don't know if I just know of it because I went to school with her, but I know Shay Sharp, Pink, which I know she do the same thing, because I see a lot of different stuff that she do, like might help around Christmas time, but she helped throughout the year, though. It's not just like just for Christmas. She helped. She did. Her organization is throughout the year, so that's the one that y'all can look
That's definitely an organization that you could put your money into, because she does, and considering she's still going through what she's going
Right.
through health wise, because that's another thing.
Cause she back
Even
going
when people
through.
in remission and when you don't have cancer and stuff, those after effects, they still do affect you in a terrible way, and people don't understand that. If the doctor say you're in remission, the cancer gone, that don't mean I'm gonna come home and have all the energy in the world. You have to understand we still go through a lot even after receiving those treatments. So definitely pour in the Shay Shaw Pink Wishes.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can get her here because if I remember correctly, her first diagnosis was 26 and then 36. So I'm gonna look into that because she was still younger than the age that you said. And look, I didn't think about getting checked or anything until in my 40s. So I'm gonna look into that, and I'm kind of making eye contact with you, so I get it. I get it. So again, if you would like to be a guest, hey y'all, we gonna wrap it up before we get kicked out.
Okay.
I don't want to be kicked out. It's
Me
cold
either.
outside, so and I stay cold, so I don't want to be kicked out. If you would like to be a guest, you have a story, and you have to be willing to share your story. I have to say that here we like to be transparent.
Yes.
So if you are willing to be transparent, you can send an email or DM to myself, and then we can schedule something. The email address is theswatradioshow@gmail.com. You can DM me and follow us at The SWAT Radio Show on IG. On Facebook, it's SWAT Radio. Hit the like. My personal page on Instagram is Monica WLS and the number 2.
You can find that everywhere.
I have to make sure. Now, I listen. Y'all have to stop. I'm not the personal page is the personal page.
Right.
On Facebook, I'm so sorry.
Right.
I can't allow. I post a lot of. I post my children. You have to be careful nowadays. That's all I know. So everybody can't be there. However, you can definitely roll with me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Because you won't get all of that. But you still won't get some personal me. Because a lot of people, they, when you just business, it's like, oh, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put a little personal in it. So I allow that on the Instagram.
And
So y'all just
because
go
I share
follow
my
that.
story, everything is personal. Like, I don't have no cut calls. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just me. I tell the truth. I tell everything that's going on with me. So everybody that follow me on social media, they know what's going on with me. I did not yet post about the new diagnosis, but I was going to get around to y'all. But for those of y'all who've tuned in and watched the show today, y'all know and y'all see what's going on. But I'm good. I'm in a good place.
That's right. Look, we already knew you was going to be in a good place, honey. You always, it don't matter what's going on, you always got, I ain't playing with you. I am not playing with you. So listen, y'all, before I get in trouble, okay, next week we're going to have Tony and Toya here. TNT will be back.
All right. Tony and Toya. Sorry I missed y'all.
TNT will be back. Well, you kind of miss Toya. She called
But I
in.
spoke to her.
She called in. Tony is the whole nother. You need to come back
Okay.
and sit at the table when Tony is, because you probably gonna laugh. We laugh a lot when he here.
That's cool. I like that.
We laugh a whole lot because he make up a lot of words, and he just his. You gonna have to be
good
here.
for the soul, honey.
You just gonna have to be here. See, that's when you get the noise. You know the little sound effects that he has given. You get all that when he's here because he's that kind of special. He's my blood cousin, but he that kind of special. Okay? Now, I'm not that kind of special, y'all. He has his own little special. Okay? So, anyway, make sure you guys tune in each and every Sunday, 6 p.m. right here on social media or radioonfire.com/live. So, with that being said, until next time, remember to walk by faith, not by sight.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, dear.
Yes.